a small concept left. Uh, I just want to explain. That is called modules. So in Python, by default, you are able to use this index like print, uh, predefined function. You can use print and dictionary and all. But somehow there are some functions in Python which are kept separately as a package, and if you want to use them, you need to include them into those libraries into your Python. Similarly, you can create your own libraries and you can include them and them in multiple projects. Let's say you created a function, you create a separate Python file for that one and mention it as a module, and use that import that module in whichever project you want and directly access that function. You don't need to write that code separately. Just copy those files and import that into your separate code directly. Let's say you wrote everything in libraries.py. You can simply write a name like import library, and you can simply use the functions defined in that one. So in this chapter, I won't be using a custom libraries defined by you, but I want to use the standard libraries provided by Python for demonstration. So these are called as Python standard library, or PSL for short form, or predefined modules or set of methods which so these are just a collection of predefined modules or set of methods which help you perform certain tasks in Python for your simplicity. So let's say if we want to get current today's date and time, what you can do is you can import a module called datetime. Once that datetime module is imported, you can use that datetime module and dot operator. It will show what is the available modules available. You see there is there might be individual properties or methods or some more objects, linkage to some more objects. Here date is another object. Once you click dot again, as it is also object, it will show current time, day, format, today. So you see there is today. Today is a function. So you need to surround like this. It will return today's date, which I can store in another variable. Let's say some date today, and I can print that. You see, it got executed here. Understood. So similarly, I can get current timestamp also, current time stuff. Date today. Let me change it to time today. And stuff today. Let me see other objects, functions available. So there should be a method called now. Okay, that is not in date object. That is in instead of date, I need to pick date time. Because date will have only date related things. Date time we have both date and time. Here now will show me the current timestamp. It's also a method. Let me print that. It provided date first, space, and our time in 24 hours format, and it provided the milliseconds also with dot instead of full column after seconds. So we can change the format of this by using time today dot strf time is the datetime object. You can see what is the type of this first. It's datetime object. Inside the datetime module, there is datetime object. Right? This one, help Python docs. It will open documentation. Here also you can search datetime basics. You can get documentations here. You can go through this. Now, here what I will do is str of time. Instead of this datetime object, let me just provide dot. It will show me the list of objects available and properties available. Str of time is the method. Here I can provide the format which I want. I will provide format like this. I want only the time in this one, right? I don't want the date and everything. So what I will do is I will provide percentage h. So the hours, percentage capital M, minutes, and percentage capital S, seconds. You print only that. Let me just change it to small h, whether it will work or not. Let's see. Yeah, small h is it's again going to month. That's not correct. Capital H. If you want to keep one more format, I'll keep this as like this. Percentage year, percentage month, percentage day. Let's try like this. Yeah. Day, month, year, month, date, whichever format I want. And here it is keeping this. So instead of importing the complete module, I can just import that particular class also. But if I import the particular module, I can use all the functions inside it, because if I imported datetime and here I used both datetime and that. So I think in this datetime module, I am using date object and also datetime. If I want only these two, I can write like this. From this particular module, import date and also just import datetime. Now I don't need to append this one because it is brought to current context. I don't need to mention the module name and directly execute that. You see. So this is a sample demonstration of using the standard libraries. And there are many popular libraries like this datetime. One is math for doing mathematical operations, for getting the pi values and all. Inside, see, you can do additions and multiplications with the normal operators, but with this math module, you can get factorial, GCD, LCM, and all. And there is another module which very rarely used, but it used in data science frequently, called as heap Q. This heap Q module allows to create a heap data structure. A heap is a binary tree kind of structure which stores the specific value at the top root, and minimum heap store the smallest value, like that, but maintain the tree data structures. Similarly, there is one more module called random, which generates random numbers from a list of range we provided. Example, this one. You see, it generated some random number because by default the range is from 0 to 1. Run again, it will generate another number. So if you want to change the range, instead of random, type random.uniform, and I want the range between 30 and 50. So a random value will be picked between these two only. Okay. Of course, the floats. Understood. But between that range only, between 30 and 50. See, these are standard libraries. If you want to install third-party modules which are already available in the Python package store, you can go to this particular papa.org and mention whichever projects you want, modules you want to install. Let's say you want to install a web-based application with Flask. Just search for Flask. You see Lab 201. And you simply need to install with this one, pap install icon Flask. And once it is installed, you can directly use it from Flask and Flask like this, those modules. That's it. This playlist is just for giving you a basic idea of Python so that you can start learning yourself, or you can go for advanced learning from here. You can just subscribe to my channel, and you can see the other playlist available in the channel for your reference. I might create another playlist for Django or Flask, and also for automation testing, and also for data science, machine learning, and all. Slowly I will add them, and just stay tuned to my channel. Bye.